See if we can solve a tree subset problem. Now this problem says a group of market women sell at least one of yam, plantain, and maize. 12 of them sell maize, 10 sell yam, 14 sell plantain, 5 sell plantain and maize, 4 sell yam and maize, 2 sell yam and plantain only, while 3 sell all the 3 items. How many women are in the group? So take note of this. We're looking for how many are in the group. How do we find that? Let's bring out the parameters first. Now I advise you to do that first when you are solving tree subset problem. Bring out the values that are useful. Now number of those that sell maize, 12 sell maize, so we'll say number of those that sell maize is 12. 10 sell yam, so number of those that sell yam, 10. 14 sell plantain, so number of those that sell plantain, 14. Now 5 sell plantain and maize, so we'll say plantain and maize. Now 5 sell plantain and maize, this is it here, so we'll say number of plantain and maize, 5. 4 sell yam and maize, so we'll say number of yam and maize, 4. Now 2 sell yam and plantain only. Now take note of this only, very important. It's very specific. Yam and plantain only, 2. 3 sell all 3 items, so we'll say the intersection for all of them, number of plantain, intersection maize, intersection yam, 3. Alright, so now we've gotten all of them. The next thing we'll do is to draw a Venn diagram. So if you have a Venn diagram like this, let's have here for maize, let's have here for yam, and let's have here for plantain. Now take note that from our parameter we have maize 12, yam 10, and plantain 14. So we're going to put it like that. So maize 12, yam 10, plantain 14. All right, now let's do the next thing here, which is the number of those that are involved in plantain, maize, and yam is 3. Now this is the reason why we're putting this part here. It's very important. Always put the intersection for the 3 first before any of the 2 subset intersection. When you do that, it helps you understand how to fix in the other values. So we're going to put in this one first. The intersection for all 3 of them is 3. So 3 sell with maize, yam, and plantain. Now, the next one is that number of those that sell plantain and maize is 5. I'm going to explain something here very quickly. This is maize, this is plantain. The intersection of maize and plantain is 5. This means that this shaded point, this point here, this whole point here is 5. But we already have the value for those that sell all 3 items, 3. So what would make it a total of 5? 5 minus 3 is 2. So basically here will be 5 minus 3. Now why is it 5 minus 3? This part here is the part for only maize and plantain, but everything included plus the 3 is for maize and plantain. Now this is a point. This is a point. Let me use a different color of pen. I'm going to take this back a little bit, and then I'm going to shade this. This whole point for maize and plantain, the intersection is 5. But we already have 3 included in this intersection. So for us to be able to get the remaining part of the intersection, which is this other part here, we're going to say 5 minus 3. That means we're going to have 2 in this red shaded part here. Now this red shaded part is the part for maize and plantain only. Alright, so maize and plantain only will be 2 when we subtract 3 from the intersection 5. So anytime you're given an intersection and you already have a 3 subset intersection, subtract it from the 2 subset intersection. So here is going to be 2. The next one is yam and maize only. Not only, please. This is yam and maize, which is 4. Now we're going to do the same thing. The intersection for yam and maize is 4. So this whole part here is 4, but 3 is already included. Now to complete it, this other section, which is yam and maize, is going to be 4 minus 3, which is 1. So we're going to have the 1. That is 4 minus 3. So if you sum 3 plus 1, you get the intersection for everything here. Alright? Now let's look at the other one there. The other one says yam and maize only is 2. So this one is very interesting. It's very specific. Yam and maize only. Sorry, is it yam and maize or yam and plantain? Let me see. Oh, it's yam and maize only is 2. This should be yam and plantain only. Oh, I made a mistake. This should be yam and plantain only. So I made a mistake earlier on. This is yam and plantain only. So yam and plantain only is 2. So if we put it there, this is yam, this is plantain. Now, where is yam and plantain only? So they are not telling us the whole intersection. They're telling us that this part here, which is yam and plantain only, is 2. Assuming they told us the whole intersection is 2, well, there could be a problem there, but basically they tell us that only yam and plantain is 2, so we're just going to put 2 in that part, this section for yam and plantain only, so 2 will be here. Alright, so we've completed this aspect. We've put in all the values we need for the Venn diagram from the question though. What is next? Remember that we're looking for the total number of people that sell maize, yam, and plantain. For us to do that, we need to know everything in this Venn diagram. We need to know what is here, here, and here. So for us to do that, I'm going to show you what to do. Take note of M, which is maize. Maize is 12. Now, for us to get only maize, which is this part, we'll call it A, we need to remove any value that is attached to any other goods like yam and plantain. So 1, which is involved in, which is also part of maize, 3 is also part of maize, 2 is also part of maize, but it's also attached to yam and plantain. When we remove those ones attached to yam and plantain, we'll get the value for only maize. So this means that 12, which is for maize, the value for maize, we're going to subtract all the ones attached to yam and plantain. All right, so we're going to remove 1 plus 3 plus 2. All right, so we'll have 12 minus, this is going to give us 6. So that means we're going to have 6 people that sell only maize. So here is 6. So only maize is 6. The same thing we're going to do for yam. Yam is 10. All right, and we're going to remove the ones that are attached to maize and plantain, but are also in yam, for us to be able to get the value for only yam. So we'll say B here. We need to know that. So we're going to have 10 minus 1 plus 3 plus 2. Now take note of the parts we're subtracting here, the ones attached to maize and plantain. We have to remove it for us to get only those that sell yam. So this will be 10 minus 6, and this is 4. So we're going to have 4 people selling only yam. And what about plantain? So we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to clean this. So for those selling plantain only, call it C here. So we need to remove the ones attached to all other ones, which is 2, 3, and 2. So we have 14, which is the value for plantain. Plantain is 14. We're going to say 14, subtract all the other ones attached, 2 plus 3 plus 2. We'll have 14 minus 7, and this will give us 7. So we're going to have 7 here for those doing selling only plantain. So basically, if we sum everything, so I want to clean this and this and this. All right. So if we sum everything in this Venn diagram, we should be able to get the value of those that sell yam, maize, and plantain. The total value. How many women sell in the market is the total value of people that sell yam, maize, and plantain. So we're going to add 6 plus 1 here. Let's take it that way. Plus 1 plus 4. Let's go down to plus 3, which is the intersection for all of them. Then plus 2 here. Then plus another 2, and then plus 7. Now everything is going to sum up to what? 6 plus 1 is 7, plus 4 is 11, plus 3 is 14, plus 2 is 16, plus 2 is 18, plus 7 is 25. So 25 women are in the market selling. Now this is how you work on it. So always remember that once you get the individual values of the subset, the 3 subset, you're going to be able to get the total number of people in the set, in the universal set. And that is how you work on the 3 subset question. Remember the key points that you notice very unique in 3 subsets that is different from 2 subset, and try to apply it in any other problem. We'll be solving more problems in 3 subset. If you like this explanation, please subscribe and also give us a thumbs up. Thank you.